Hello all. So today we are talking about exercise physiology and fitness. This is chapter 7 and part 1. So exercise physiology is the study of the body's responses and its adaptations to the stress of exercise. Exercise physiologists are concerned with investigating both the immediate, which is the acute, and the long-term or chronic effects of exercise on all aspects of body functioning. These effects include the responses of the muscular system, the action of the nervous system during physical activity, the adjustments of the respiratory system, and the dynamics of the cardiovascular system. Improving the body's responses to exercise also is an important area of study. One major area of study for exercise physiologists is the description and explanation of the myriad of functional changes caused by exercise sessions of variable frequency, intensity, and duration. So professionals, whether teachers in a school or non-school setting, coaches, fitness leaders employed in a commercial club, or exercise physiologists working in a corporate fitness setting or a hospital, must understand the body's responses to exercise. Knowledge of the principles governing different types of training programs and the guidelines to be followed in constructing an exercise prescription enables professionals to design programs to meet each individual's physical activities, needs, and goals. So we're going to talk about each one of these different items here. Exercise physiology is one of the most rapidly growing areas of specialization within the disciplines of physical education, exercise science, and sport. The definition, historical development, and areas of study and scope are what we're going to be discussing in this section. Exercise physiology is the study of the effects of exercise on the body. Specifically, it is concerned with the body's responses and adaptations to exercise ranging from the system level to the subcellular level. These modifications can be short-term, that is, lasting only for the duration of the activity, or long-term, which is present as long as the activity is continued on a regular basis. As a discipline, exercise physiology is one of the largest and most popular areas of study within the realm of physical education, exercise science, and sport. Today, the depth and breadth of knowledge in exercise physiology is growing rapidly because of the proliferation of research, which is facilitated by increasingly sophisticated technology and by the widespread interest of professionals in this discipline. Exercise physiology encompasses a broad range of topics. Examples of some areas of study are effects of various exercise programs on the systems of the body, including circulatory, respiratory, nervous, skeletal, muscular, and endocrine systems. The relationship of energy metabolism to performance, and effects of various environmental factors such as temperature, humidity, altitude, pollutants, and different environments, such as in space or undersea, on the physiological responses to exercise and performance. Effects of individual differences based upon age, sex, initial level of fitness, or disability on fitness development and performance. And then effects of effectiveness of various rehabilitation programs on the recovery of injured athletes, or on diseased individuals, and on individuals with disabilities. The effects of performance-enhancing drugs on performance, and health and therapeutic benefits to be gained from engaging in appropriate levels of physical activity. Here are some emerging fields of study in the field under exercise physiology. Cardiac rehab is one that focuses on the assessments of cardiovascular functioning and on the effectiveness of various exercise programs in preventing cardiovascular disease and rehabilitating individuals suffering from the disease. Exercise biochemistry, so it examines the effects of exercise at the cellular level, specifically within the muscle cell. This is something that Dr. Neumeier and Dr. Webb specialize in. Exercise epidemiology, it's the study of the relationship between physical activity and mortality. And then pediatric exercise is a brand new field that studies the responses of the body to exercise during childhood, including the effects of growth, maturation, and how responses differ between children and adults. So physical fitness is the ability of the body's systems to function efficiently and effectively. There are two types of fitness components: health-related components as well as performance or skill-related, that enable all individuals to develop their fitness levels. Health fitness is important for all individuals throughout their lifespan. The achievement and maintenance of those qualities necessary for an individual to function efficiently and to enhance his or her health through the prevention and remediation of disease are the central focus of health fitness. On the other hand, performance-related or skill-related physical fitness emphasizes the development of those qualities that enhance the performance of physical activities, such as sport. Performance-related fitness focuses on individuals' ability to improve their sport-related skills and become more efficient in their overall performance. Moreover, performance-related fitness is specific to the sport or activity in which individuals engage. Different degrees of performance-related fitness components are needed depending on the specific motor activity. For example, the degree of power, agility, and speed needed by a football player are different from those required by a tennis player, though both individuals need these qualities to perform at an optimal level. Fitness, be it health or performance-related, must be viewed in relation to an individual's characteristics, their health status, occupation, preferences, the needs and goals, and the tasks that must be performed. Most individuals possess certain levels of each of the health and performance skill-related fitness components. The extent to which each quality is developed depends on the individual. A weekend tennis player needs a different level of physical fitness than a competitive wheelchair marathoner. A 70-year-old grandparent requires a different level of fitness than the 10-year-old grandchild. Professionals charged with the responsibility of designing and conducting fitness programs should ask the program participants, fitness for what? Does the participant desire physical fitness that will contribute to general health or to outstanding performance in a particular sport? All people should seek to achieve and maintain an optimal level of physical fitness with respect to their individual needs. Today, the effects of physical activity and fitness on the health status of the individual are a major area of research in exercise physiology. A major threat to the health and well-being of Americans is chronic diseases, many of which can be categorized as hypokinetic diseases. These are caused by insufficient physical activity, often in conjunction with inappropriate dietary practices. Coronary heart disease, hypertension, osteoporosis, non-insulin dependent diabetes, chronic back pain, and obesity are examples of hypokinetic diseases. Researchers have identified risk factors that contribute to chronic diseases such as heart disease and cancer, the major causes of death in the United States today. The causes of these diseases are a complex interaction of biological, environmental, and behavioral factors. Inherited and biological factors such as gender, race, age, and inherited susceptibility to disease cannot be changed. However, other risk factors associated with the environment and behavior may be amenable to change, reducing the individual's risk for disease. Behavioral factors such as smoking, physical inactivity, and poor nutrition reflect individual behavior choices. These factors can be changed by individuals taking personal responsibility for their health and reducing the presence of chronic disease factors in their lifestyle. Taking responsibility for eating healthy, incorporating physical activity into one's lifestyle, and using alcohol only in moderation are steps individuals can take to reduce their risk factors and enhance their overall level of health. Physical inactivity has been identified as a risk factor for several diseases. Individuals who lead a sedentary, that is, physically inactive life, have increased risk of morbidity and mortality from a number of chronic diseases. One striking example is the relationship between physical activity and coronary heart disease, the leading cause of death in the United States. Individuals who are inactive have almost twice the risk of coronary heart disease as those who are active. There continues to be an ongoing debate about the amount of physical activity necessary to achieve these desired health outcomes. The dose-response debate centers on questions such as what kind of activity should be performed, how long does the workout need to be, how much effort or intensity should the activity require, and how frequently should physical activity be performed to achieve health benefits. The dose refers to the total amount of energy expended in physical activity, and the response refers to the changes that occur as a result of being physically active, such as weight loss. The consensus of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, the American College of Sports Medicine, ACSM, and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the National Physical Activity Plan, is that regular engagement in physical activity can yield substantial health benefits, particularly in the reduction of morbidity and mortality rates. Based on evidence gathered, it is recommended that adults engage 150 minutes per week of moderate intensity physical activity or 75 minutes of vigorous physical activity. Moderate intensity physical activity means you are working hard enough to raise your heart rate and break a sweat, yet still are able to carry on a conversation and activities such as biking, less than 10 miles per hour, walking briskly, or ballroom dancing. In vigorous physical activities such as running, swimming, laps, or hiking uphill, you will not be able to say more than a few words without pausing for a breath. In addition to aerobic activity, the CDC, ACSM, HHS, and MPAP recommend that you engage in muscle strengthening exercises on 2 or more days a week that work all the major muscle groups. Individuals who incorporate this dose or level of physical activity into their lifestyle will reap substantial health benefits and reduce their risk for disease. Additional health benefits can be gained through greater amounts of physical activity than the recommended dose. For those individuals who have difficulty fitting 30 minutes of continuous physical activity in their busy daily lifestyle, they can satisfy the guidelines by accumulating 30 minutes of physical activity over the course of the day. So bouts of 3 10-minute or 2 15-minute sessions or physical activity throughout the day are sufficient to meet the recommended guidelines. Individuals should strive to incorporate more physical activity into their lives throughout the day by taking the steps rather than the elevator, or parking farther away and walking to their destination. Physical activity has been associated with a myriad of health benefits. Enhanced cardiovascular function is one health benefit of physical activity because it helps reduce the risk of heart disease. Benefits include a more efficient level of cardiovascular function, stronger heart muscles, lower heart rate, reduced blood pressure, increased oxygen carrying capacity of the blood, and improved coronary and peripheral circulation. Resistance to atherosclerosis is improved as desirable serum cholesterol levels are maintained. Low density lipids are reduced, and protect high density lipids, or HDLs, are increased. Thus, the risk of a heart attack is lessened, and the chances of surviving a heart attack are increased. Physical activity can also help reduce other risk factors associated with cardiovascular disease, such as obesity and hypertension. Physical activity can help maintain a desirable body composition. Excessive body fat is hazardous to one's health and can shorten one's life. Elevated serum cholesterol levels, diabetes, hypertension, gallbladder disease, cardiovascular disease, osteoarthritis of the weight-bearing joints, and some types of cancer are all associated with being overweight. Additionally, many adults and children who are obese experience psychological stress and self-concept problems. Being physically active on a regular basis helps maintain a healthy body composition by using excess calories by preventing the addition of undesirable weight, thus reducing the susceptibility to disease. Physical activity also can contribute to improved physical appearance and self-image. The value of physical activity is not limited only to the body. It also contributes to sound mental health. It may help alleviate mental illness and reduce susceptibility to depression and anxiety. Being active can help individuals withstand and manage stress more effectively. Many people find that exercising provides a release from tensions and makes them feel better. Regular participation in physical activity can contribute to the development of a positive self-concept and greater self-esteem. It enhances self-confidence, emotional stability, assertiveness, independence, and self-control. Socialization is another benefit of participation in exercise and physical activities. Sports, recreational activities, and exercise groups offer opportunities to feel the desire to belong to a group as well as the desire for recognition. These are all important psychosocial needs. Health fitness can also contribute to increased work efficiency. Individuals who are fit have more energy, which contributes to greater productivity and efficiency of both physical and mental tasks. More energy is available for recreational activities and leisure time pursuits. Fit individuals can also better withstand fatigue. Physical exercise can improve one's sleeping patterns. Health fitness can improve overall general motor performance. Physical activities associated with daily living as well as sports skills can be performed more efficiently by individuals who are fit. Additionally, fit individuals recover more quickly from vigorous exercise and work than do unfit individuals. Physical activity enhances one's performance or appearance and posture through the development of proper muscle tone, greater flexibility, and enhanced sense of well-being. Regular exercise can help mitigate the debilitating effects of old age. To be most effective in mitigating the effects of aging, the integration of regular physical activity into one's lifestyle should begin early in life. Individuals who remain active and physically fit throughout their life will retain a more desirable level of cardiovascular health, muscular strength, muscular endurance, and flexibility and body composition. Regular and appropriate physical activity has many benefits. However, to realize these benefits, a person must be active all year. To function properly and at a high level, the human organism needs exercise as an essential ingredient on a regular basis. Just as it demands nutritious food every day, being active throughout one's life is essential for continued good health. Energy is necessary for the performance of physical activity, whether it is a physical activity associated with the activities of daily living or ADLs, moderate intensity activity to improve health, exercise to improve fitness, or participation in sports for recreation or involvement in highly competitive athletics. Muscles produce energy to move. Metabolism is the sum of all chemical reactions in the body, including energy production and energy utilization. Energy for muscular contraction is produced from the breakdown of food we eat. Food serves as a fuel source for the body. Protein, carbohydrates, and fat macronutrients from food are broken down via a series of processes to three main molecules: amino acids, glucose, and fatty acids. These molecules in turn are delivered via the bloodstream to the cells. In the cells, through a series of chemical reactions, adenosine triphosphate or ATP is created. ATP is used as energy to perform muscular activity. There are two major ways that energy, specifically ATP, is generated for activity. That's the anaerobic system and the aerobic system. The anaerobic means without oxygen. Anaerobic means with oxygen. With and without oxygen does not mean to hold one's breath or to breathe. Rather, without oxygen means that a person does not need more oxygen than what is needed at rest. With oxygen means a person needs additional oxygen than what is needed at rest. The type of task performed, specifically the duration of the activity and its intensity or the rate at which energy is expended, determines which energy system will contribute the majority of the energy required. There are actually three systems. It's anaerobic. Is considered, there is short-term anaerobic, which is 6 to 60 seconds and really includes any type of sprinting or running, short duration explosive type activities. There is a combined system that is 1 to 3 minutes for medium distance activities like the 400 and 800 meter race, and that's more intermittent. And there is some combination where they use both oxygen, the anaerobic and aerobic system there. And then the aerobic, which is more than 3 minutes. It's those long distance activities and long duration. So exercise plans should be developed to meet the needs of each individual, regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, disability, or ability, or sexual orientation. Educating individuals about body fat is imperative to reduce fat phobia of many individuals who have biases and prejudices based on a person's body size. Healthy and nutritious food and beverage options should be provided to all individuals, regardless of socioeconomic status and home residence, be it urban, suburban, or rural. So what are some issues of social justice that you feel needs to be addressed relative to your career path related to exercise, physiology, and fitness? Performance-enhancing drugs, energy drinks, and other ergogenic aids, both legal and illegal, will be developed to help improve sport performance. And so with that, we have to be ready to either test for those subjects or, depending upon the level that we're working with, technological advances will provide for more efficient assessment of performance, whether that be a measurement of VO2 max or calculating heart rate and target heart rate zone, which is something that you will be doing in this session with us this week. And exercise science and exercise physiology will continue to be a prominent discipline within kinesiology as our population continues to get older and athletes continue to utilize scientific advances for improvement. And that is all we have for today. There are terms that are in this section that you will need to be familiar with the health-related fitness as well as the skill-related components. You'll need to check that out in the text. We will be talking a little bit more about the health-related components of fitness in our next session. I look forward to talking with you soon. Y'all have a great day.